As Mike said, I'm Butch Alcindor from Channel 11, and it's a CBS station, and since the Super Bowl is on CBS this year, I want to invite all of you, if you're not going to the game, please watch Channel 11. We'll be happy to have you watching. But as Mike said, we have a distinguished group of panelists here, and I'm going to start with Howie and Terry. And the way we're going to do this, you guys all see them on TV talking about the football games, but today we're going to start by talking about some things that you may not know about these guys. And I'm going to start with Terry first because, as most of you know, Terry's quite a character. He's from Louisiana, from the Bayou.
Booyah.
And 4 Super Bowl rings, but he has 3 marriages, so he could, you're working on number 4 there, so you're about to have 4 marriages and 4 Super Bowl rings.
It's true. I played football back when, today if a quarterback just gets touched in the head, they throw a flag back then. We just got hit in the head and spit out our teeth and went right on playing. But I do notice a few of the reciprocal things, and I've married that skater one time. I don't even know what I was thinking then.
You've been hitting the head once too often there, Terry.
Yes, that is true, yes. Yes.
I think it was kind of unfair to you early in your career when you were drafted by the Steelers, drafted number 1. You were supposed to come in. You were the first really big quarterback. But when you got there, a lot of people questioned your ability to mentally grasp what was going on with the offense. I don't think that was fair. And I even heard a statement one time that you could not spell cat if they gave you the C and the T.
Define mentally for me. You kind of lost me there. I can spell cat. I can spell a lot of words. I can spell rhinoceros on a good day. Yeah.
We're still waiting for you to spell cat.
C-A-T.
All right.
Cat. Yes, sir.
Let's go to Howie for a second because you've, besides doing this broadcasting, you've also come up with a way. The NFL has a lot of concerns these days about concussions.
Oh, yeah.
And you have come up with a way that might be able to help this whole situation out.
Oh, it's a flat top. There's a steel wool kind of trap that happens when you do your head this way. I want to take Terry here. I mean, he's stapled most of the time.
He's stable?
Yeah, his staple. No, staple.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Stable. Or those screws in there to hold that hair in. I'm not sure. But no, you really got to protect your head. Look at Troy Polamalu, the larger hair. I mean, you've got to have the cushion, and this was a way in which I could do that. So.
Now, Howie, I understand you also dabbled in some acting. And I was looking at a list of your credits, and I saw Firestorm.
Good movie.
Broken
Did you see it?
Arrow.
Oh, I got killed in that one. That was a good one.
3,000 miles from Graceland to Graceland. What were you thinking?
Money. Lots of money. So there's really nothing more than that. When you go to Hollywood, that's what you're thinking. Right there, I'm just going to tell you that right now.
Back to you, Terry, because we mentioned Howie did some acting. I know you did some acting, but you also did some country singing.
Yeah, I did. That was, I sold like 12 albums.
I thought it was 2.
I got a bigger family than that. I did. I sold about 12 albums. And I did the movie, and you remember the movie. And
the one movie.
Yeah, that failure to launch where I showed my naked butt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We don't need to see that again, though. We don't.
Well, that's when I knew I saw that movie, and I knew I needed to go on the Nutria system. And I lost 32 pounds on the Nutria system. That's not the Nutrisystem. That's a girly thing. The Nutria system. A Nutria is a little small like a rat, and it's very gristly. You just eat that 3 meals a day, and just the chewing, you just see the pounds come off of you. That's how we do it in Louisiana. Booyah!
Thank you for clearing that up.
You bet.
Let's talk a little bit about the game. We got the Ravens taking on the 49ers. Howie, how do you see this matchup?
Well, Butch, as I've said before, I've been up here a couple of times. I always have a tendency to pick a team, and the other team has won the Super Bowl. So this is a very difficult thing for me because I have an indication of where I'm going, but I am going to go this time with the AFC and the Baltimore Ravens. And the reason why I'm choosing to do that is I believe that with Ray Lewis and the power that is coming from those guys and the positive energy, because that's about me. I'm about positive energy. I'm feeling that from these guys, and I think this is going to be a very close game, but I think the Ravens are going to take it in the end.
Did you know Ray Lewis's first sack was against Jim Harbaugh when he quarterbacked for the Colts?
I did not know that.
I think there's a very good chance he might even hit him on the sideline during this game, too.
Yeah.
Terry.
Yeah.
Give us your pick.
There's no way I can pick the San Francisco 49ers. I mean, they had a guy and quarterback there by the name of Smith. That's simple. It's to the point. They go with some guy named Kaepernick. I don't even know what kind of name that is. And the guy looks like a tatted up terrorist on the sideline. And I don't know what the deal. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I'll be honest with you, I have not heard anybody go out on a limb like this, but I personally, Terry Bradshaw, I'm picking the Steelers by 3.
There's a man with 4 Super Bowl rings, so he knows.
Hey, they got Mean Joe Green, they got Lynn Swann, got Franco Harris making those immaculate conceptions. And they got that long-haired guy, that Palomino dude. How do you pick against them? Come on, people.
Thank you very much, Terry. As I said earlier, he has definitely been hit in the head once too many times. We're going to move to the coaches now. Tony, first of all, are you okay sitting next to him?
I think so. I hope so.
Of course, we all remember, and all of you out there remember 2010 when the Oilers went 16-0 and won that state championship.
Yeah. Seems like such a long time ago.
We all remember it well. I remember you coming in the studio after you bringing that big trophy in there. He couldn't stop smiling, and why not? Let's talk a little bit about your team. What an experience that was like to go through that with the young men.
That was, once in a lifetime chance. These guys that go to Super Bowls multiple times, state championships multiple times. It's really hard to see them do that, because just doing it once was quite an honor and quite an accomplishment. And it gives us a lot of motivation nowadays with our kids. Our kids excited, they see the past and try to learn from that. And each day they're trying to redo that.
Eric, you guys right down the road, and you've been knocking on that door a lot lately. You're getting very close.
Well, it's, when you start a new program, luckily I was with Tony. We coached together for 16 years, so, I'm not calling him Yoda or anything, but I did learn, quite a bit from him and Alan, who we worked for at Lamar. But, we played 4 seasons. We played in 16 playoff games in 4 seasons. We won our first district championship last year at 10-0. And, I think things are going in the right direction. I got a bunch of great coaches that are working with me.
And, of course, a big part of your job is to motivate these guys. Tony, when you took over, if I'm not mistaken, the team had lost 43 consecutive district games?
Yes, they were actually, when me and Eric went there 16 years ago. Wow, it's gone fast. They were 9-90-1 the 10 previous years. And we went there, and our number one goal was to win a ball game. They had gone 2 years without a win, and we did. We had some great kids. We started a tradition. We've had some great kids. Anthony Evans, who went on to U of H. Noah Allen, who's out here today. Guys that started this program, going on to Oklahoma, from Fozzie Whitakers to UT. So we had great kids come in, bought into the program. Again, I was very fortunate to have a great staff. Coach Wells to go on and do the job. You can see how good a coach he is and his staff of going to Dawson and other coaches to develop a program that we've developed.
We know, how satisfying it is for a community and for the kids to go through something and achieve like that. But for you as a head coach, just how gratifying is it for you to see where these guys came from and where they ended up?
It puts a smile on your face. You're so proud. Really, you become speechless about the situation, because you see kids accomplish not only on the football field, but they take those lessons that they've learned in the football field and they become young men, and hopefully they've taken positive aspects of that program and developed their manhood and going on through life and becoming a positive role model outside the game of football. And so when you see that, that brings a great sense of accomplishment.
Eric, can you talk about that role being a role model for kids, helping these guys become young men and good citizens out in the community. You know, how satisfying is that for you?
It's very satisfying. I think, you know, in the program that me and Tony learned a long time ago, and then we obviously installed it at Pearland, it was a kind of a no compromise. We talk about things, we make decisions as a staff based on what's right, what's best for the kids. If there's a question, we don't do it. It's been something that's been going on a long time since we've coached together, and now that we're, you know, across the railroad tracks from each other. But like he said, you see these kids come back. Even today, walking around at breakfast, saw, I don't know, 7 or 8 kids that I've coached in Pearland in the past. It was great to see them. They're all young men now. Some of them got children, which is kind of scary for one of them. But anyway.
Not mentioning names.
But I won't say any names because we are in a
Noah.
church. But it is very rewarding to
My
see that.
son.
And, you know, there's no better job in America than being a high school football coach. I can promise all of you right now. You get up every morning, you got kids to look after, and you get to go play football.
Can you guys give us a little preview of what we can expect from your 2 teams next year?
You're going to have a team that's going to come out and be ready to play for 48 minutes. I mean, a team that's I believe, a true commitment. Right now, they're making that commitment. The commitment doesn't start in August. The commitment's right now in their work ethic in the weight room. You know, and I was talking to Coach Wells yesterday. You know, we have 3 core words that we're living by right now, and hopefully to take that into the season. And those 3 core words to develop an attitude for us as exterior is toughness, tempo, and finish. And if we can get those 3 words accomplished, I think something special might happen.
Eric?
Well, pretty much the same thing. You know, off season is we're, you know, cutting wood every day, trying to get stronger. We graduated 44 seniors off of this team, off a 55-man roster. So, you know, I'm looking in that weight room and going, who are these kids? But they're working extremely hard. Last year, from 9th grade B team all the way through, we had a record of 42-1 as a program. So we got good young kids coming up. So I'm real excited about it.
This is a Super Bowl breakfast, so let me wrap it up by getting your take on the big game. We'll start with you, Eric.
Go ahead, Tony.
I'm an offensive guy. I love San Francisco's offense. They've started taking some stuff, not just NFL style, but they've kind of put a little college twist to it, even a high school twist. So I'm with the 49ers.
So speaking of which, would you have made that switch, going to Kaepernick and benching Smith after he was 6-1 or whatever it was? That took some guts.
I tell you it did, but obviously he knew something that we didn't. He knew what it was going to take to get them to this game, and he trusted. Number one, he trusted himself in the decision he made, and you know, it takes some big ones to do that.
I think Terry would have done it.
Yeah, and a heartbeat. Caprahooney, what?
Eric, who do you think is going to win?
Well, definitely now, being that, you know, I've been coaching with Tony for a long time, I'm definitely going to have to go with the Ravens now. Just knowing his track record, I think. Go ahead and y'all lock that up.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. As always, it's like a slice of heaven. We never know what to expect. Let's give these guys a great big hand. Thank you very much.